Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Constantine III, and today I want to talk to you guys about what to do when you fall behind in lane. How should you play? How should you react when things don't go your way early and you mess up, you get killed, your support gets killed, you miss a bunch of CS, so now you're down 20 CS. How should you react? How should you play out the rest of the game? So first and foremost, the most important thing that you can do the moment after you realize that you screwed up is to calm down. And I mean this sincerely. A lot of times people will die and they'll be like, fuck, GG, game's over, I died. We're all guilty of it. I do it, you do it. But the most important thing is to keep your mental cool. Don't freak out at your support, don't freak out at your jungler, even if it was their fault. Even if something that had nothing to do with you occurs, don't go on tilt, because that'll make you make poor choices that'll lose you the game. There really isn't a good way to teach somebody how to do this. There's a kind of zen that happens when you've played the game for years, and you're just kind of like, oh, well, I've been in this situation 100 times before, and this happens sometimes, so okay, whatever. Just put on some new Javas. I love that guy, and he chills me out too. Whatever. Just don't freak out. Also remember, if you are subscribed to this channel and you are watching me right now, you probably play Vayne, who has an amazing late game. So even if you get set behind really early on, you still have this great power spike late game to look forward to. So it's not a complete disaster if you fall slightly behind early. It sucks, it's not fun, but is the game over? No, because you're playing Vayne. Step 2 of this is to really assess exactly what went wrong. Briefly for like 5 or 10 seconds while you're dead, just take some time to reflect on, oh, okay, what happened there? I shouldn't have gone in, my support didn't have exhaust, and their support did have exhaust, or, I messed up my condemn, or, god, the Sona got hooked, so we just gotta, play around creeps more, or something like that. Whatever it is, you don't have to, tell your teammate what, great enlightenment you came to, but kind of figure out what went wrong, and most importantly, step 3, what are the repercussions of this mistake? Because there's always something that's going to happen. The state of the game is going to change if you die to somebody. So that might mean, okay, you know what? Whereas before, I felt like I could win the 2v2, now that she has 600 more gold on me, I don't think I can win the 2v2 anymore. Or, okay, I blew all my summoner spells there, and I still died, and she has her flash up still, so we should play safe until I have my summoners. Things like that are important to ask and talk to yourself about in order to progress further into the game. I died to a jungle gank, okay, we gotta keep the river warded up a little bit more. And finally, the best thing you can do is just play it safe. Don't go super aggro, don't go aggressive, don't be like, oh man, I'm gonna kill him again. Wait until you have an opportunity to capitalize on a low variance play. It's an idea that Last Shadow came up with, and I love it, and it's really smart. Basically what it means is when you go for something, if you played the scenario out in your head and you ask yourself, how many different ways could this go down? Right? What are all the possibilities that could happen here? Because despite how complex League of Legends is, in certain situations, there are only very fringe cases to where things could go differently. For instance, if you're taking Baron and everyone but the enemy Sona is dead, right? Yes, there is a small, minuscule, tiny, just 0.001% chance that the Sona can steal it with a Q that procs her Luden's Echo, and the Luden's Echo proc steals the Baron. But that's not likely going to happen. 99 times out of 100, it's going to work out in your favor. And to translate this into bot lane, even if you are 0-1-0 against, a 1-0 Tristana, if your jungler ganks her and she's CC'd and you get a condemn on her on the wall, and you know where the enemy jungler is and the enemy mid lane is, it's a guaranteed 3v2. It's fine to go all in there. It's fine to play that really aggressively because there's not many ways where you guys could die. The very worst case scenario is you don't kill them. Now, if you go for a 2v2, on the other hand, well, there's a lot of ways that they could outplay you. They probably just flat out deal more damage, and so you can't really handle that. But if you wait for a situation to arise to where the only way to lose is by snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, you'll increase your win rate significantly. The biggest mistake people will make is they get killed and they think to themselves, well, I gotta kill them to catch up. Here's the dirty little secret about that. Even if you kill someone who killed you earlier, all you have done is you have evened the playing field. You actually have to put them twice as far behind as they put you behind in order for you to get to where they are right now. It's actually really hard to catch up that way. And plus, since none of you, including myself, are in Diamond 1 Master Tier Challenger, a lot of variance can occur, right? Random things that you really couldn't have predicted happening. Tristana gets caught, and she fails her flash over the wall. In a hypothetical world, that would never happen. I mean, who fails a wall flash? But sometimes it happens. Sometimes she randomly dies. Or, you know what? Sometimes she rotates really badly, and you get a 30 CS lead because you were smart. You stayed bot lane when she went mid for no reason. She put her whole team behind on experience. You soaked an entire 3 waves of XP. So now all of a sudden it's 100 CS to 130 and you got a level on her. Look at that. Even though she got a kill early, you're back ahead. And if that doesn't happen, you know what? You can always play team fights better. It can always be that Tristana doesn't position well. She doesn't kite well. And you do kite really well. And you do position really well. So you kill both their divers and she just kind of dies to them. Well, now it's a 5v3 and their ADC is, dying and not doing well. And she hasn't contributed much. You contribute a lot. Great, you won the game for your team. Or even if you're behind on gold, you can still be a shot caller. You can still be like, hey, guys, their whole team just died. Let's go do Baron instead of doing the Raptor camp, Nunu. And Nunu's like, goddamn, you are a smart motherfucker. And you guys take Baron and you can win the game off that. Anyway, those are pretty much the fundamental things you need to know in order to come back in a game. I will be uploading a full gameplay highlight where I break down a game where I get put behind early because of a mistake I make, but we still came out ahead and win the game anyway. That'll be all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.